I have sat through hundreds of user interviews, and honestly, most people still get it wrong without even knowing it. So let me save you a couple of months and tell you how exactly you're supposed to do a user research in under 2 minutes. There are 5 things you need to get right to nail a particular interview. And before any of that, I want you to understand one thing. People are not trying to lie to you, but they will, not on purpose. We are all bad at explaining our own behavior. So your job is not to collect what people said, but understand what's actually beneath it. Number 1 is that you start paying attention to what people were doing, not just what they were saying. For example, if you were to ask someone what their favorite genre and music is, they might respond with rock or jazz or a bit of classical. But if you were to open their playlist and check the songs you listen to, you might find the same 3 songs on repeat. The playlist is the truth. So wherever you can, go behind the words and figure out what they're actually doing as opposed to what they're just saying. Second, always focus on the past and not the future. And this is a big one. Never ask, would you ever use this? Because they will say yes to be polite and nice to you, and now you'll use this later. Instead, ask them when was the last time you tried to do this. Future is where people tell you who they wish they were. The past is where you see who they actually are. Your work as a researcher is to understand the weather log, not the forecast. Number 3, and this is the most critical one, and I keep seeing people across the board do it wrong. Learn to shut up. There will be times in the interview where there is pin drop silence, where you've asked a question and the participant is probably not answering it. Do not rush to fill the silence because it feels uncomfortable. Let it sit there. Let the participant fill the silence because that is where the good insights come from. Number 4, make sure all your questions are neutral. Do not probe at any point of time because you might accidentally end up writing the answer for them. For example, if you say that was confusing, they might feel dumb and say no. Instead, ask them to walk you through what they're thinking right now. In this scenario, you're a detective trying to understand what happened. You're not a lawyer trying to get the answer you want. The last one is one of the most common things that we all hear, but stay obsessed with the problem, not the solution. Any moment you find yourself defending your idea, drop it. You've slipped from research into selling. You're not a salesman trying to push a product, you're a doctor trying to understand what's wrong. And that essentially is all of it. Watch what they do, collect the past, sit in the silence, do not ask leading questions, and stay curious about the problem at hand. Practice these 5, and I'm telling you, even 3 honest interviews will give you way more insights than 50 surveys. In any research study, this is your foundation. Everything else builds on top of it. So make sure this is the best insight you get.